Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Connecticut Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So the UConn Huskies offense who will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out. Run inside. It's Christian. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the
might have a chance. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Ready, go! Using his legs, it's Christian. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to the ground with the running back. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and managing. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Run in the red zone. It's Christian. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Christian. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. And he's in! Touchdown, UConn!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. So North Carolina's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. To the air. It's Edwards. Quick strike complete. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Got a man, it's Thurman. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The run from the shotgun. There's a crease. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! The extra point here would tie the game.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run?
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And that last run was just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Reeder. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
Caught, and he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UNC!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Ole Miss with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in East Hartford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll send the back in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air, it's Edwards. He'll heave it deep. Upstairs, he's got it. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. He leaves it with the back. Maybe a crease. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Running inside. It's Reeder. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get to...
Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keep it on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. The lone back's got it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Using his legs, it's Bauer. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Can't get him to the ground. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another 1st down on this drive. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down. Well, the offense is just playing keep away now. This will be the 14th play of the drive. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. That's caught. It's shipped. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They want that clock to run. Jumped on top of the pile.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Back to throw, it's Edwards. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it way down the field. Running free. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. He got a step and just dusted the field. They build this lead here in the fourth, and man, has this been a long time coming as this brutal losing streak is close to ending.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Huskies moving quickly to the line.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no...
Maybe some room here. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right.
Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab on the big throw. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. With the clock running, this should be the final play. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just
Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. It's the James Madison Dukes and the Connecticut Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with the Connecticut head coach. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly, and the Dukes ready to kick it away first. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Connecticut's offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. The run inside, it's Christian. Here's a little room there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. In the red area, it's Christian. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UConn.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Keller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The Dukes have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Dukes will hustle to the line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Dukes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Christian. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Christian. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to him again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Dukes in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab. It's Keller. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keep. Makes one man miss. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, James Madison. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside. It's Reeder. At the 35, he's got room. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable.
Could be an alley. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for space, it's Reeder. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nope.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the number 11 team, the Miami Hurricanes. Now back to your game at the Rent. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Coach Napier told me at the half, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Dukes can really attack on this second and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires downfield. And the timing just a hair off.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. UConn going back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. On the run, it's Bowers. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's got the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper.
Number 47, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Completes it in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Dukes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Pressure coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back.
Finding some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bowers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put it.
Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Looking left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and there's still...
Got a little grass. Oh, he got loose. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it. It's Bowers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. 22! Boo 22! Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Delaware Blue Hens and the Connecticut Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Blue Hens headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So UConn's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Gonna run it. It's Christian. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Puts it out of the air. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pocket breaking down. On target to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited, and a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Grabs it in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They feed him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Blue Hens offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Nick Minicucci. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Silver. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Ellison. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch. And the Blue Hens come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Silver. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Takes a hit as he fires. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Takes the handoff. It's Christian. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know...
Snags it, and there's running room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the big fella. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They go to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to him on the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Wants to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how about this? It's a strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You could tell. Saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. The screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Right down the boulevard. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. And the Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Here's the pressure. Being chased. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Blue Hens go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. On the move, it's Christian. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. This time they'll go to the running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. UConn quick to the line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Blue Hens! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking it pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw it to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll ride the hot hand. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running inside. It's Ellison. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 13 team, the SMU Mustangs.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with second and short. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Blue Hens are in the hurry-up.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Blue Hens trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Got his man on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Porter. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
To the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on that.
Pulled and finds his man on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lofton. And the defense drags him down. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just a little off. Incomplete. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just...
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Blue Hens. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the air, it's Osborne. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a crease, it's Silver. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Looking to throw, it's McIntosh. Here's a heat. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Makes it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Ellison. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bowers. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45, on its way. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Running inside, it's Bowers. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good.
There's some room. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. UConn quick to the line. They'll go right back to the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for the score. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. He'll try to tack on one more.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field, and you saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TD.
Number 47, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating.